Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. Welcome back. How we doing, Conflict Herd? Good to see you. Very good to see you. Very happy Monday to you as well. Very happy Monday to you. Hopefully all having a good one. I have been... I went to bed about this time yesterday. So, we're starting, about 8 minutes late there because I decided it would be a good idea to get a cup of tea and a sandwich. Because I'm probably going to need it. We'll see. I say I went and got it. I was walking out of the kitchen. And my gran was like, have you had anything? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, no, you haven't. And I was like, well, yeah. I'm 26, chap. Anyway. She was like, do you want something to eat? And I was like, well, yeah, but it's 11:58. I'm due to start work in 2 minutes. I was like, all right, sandwich then. I was like, well, sure. That turned into sandwich and cup of tea. With that said, definitely feeling a touch rough. What's on the sandwich? It's just cheese and ham, to be honest. Nothing fancy. No toasty? No, I mean, I had 2 minutes, There wasn't the time to do anything fancy with it. Cheese and ham is always a win. You are right. I'm also debating... Good morning, Jim. I'm also debating whether or not I can be bothered with face cam today. Part of me is really tempted. I mean, look. Hello, I'm dressed. My hair's done. The glasses are on. Everything's ready to go. But I'm so tempted to just turn the lights off, put on some sunglasses, and just play some video games. I'm not going to lie. It's one of those kind of days. Also, you might remember, I'm also still eating, so it's going off again in a second. I mentioned in the last stream I wanted to make a thing. I did make the thing. So a little ident style thing should we happen to get hosted by a certain channel. But, yeah. It'll be fun. Oh, my game loaded. I wonder what that noise was. I thought I heard the wind in City Skylines, and I thought my fan was, spinning up or something. No, just the wind. Yeah, so, basically, needed Bluebeard too. I disagree. frankly, that idea can go and smurf itself. Isn't that like what they do with the Smurfs? Where they're like... They replace like any... Not, I mean, just, you know, smurf this and smurf that. I mean, they don't. They don't really imply anything of the sort, the Smurfs, but I like to imagine that there's a world in which every swear word is replaced with smurf this and smurf that. Personally, I think that would be funny. Anyway, I have a sandwich to get through. So. No, you go smurf yourself, cat. I got a sandwich. That's what I can do to keep it a teen stream? Yeah. Does that mean that if, like, a loud noise scares me, I smurf my pants? Oh, man. I stepped in smurf. Went out of the bar last night. Get absolutely smurfed up. What a smurfing good song, chat. Tell you what, when this song kicked in, when I saw Killswitch Engage live, I rocked the smurf out, dude. Smurf and Lava good concert. I'm gonna do that in GTA RP at some point. Like, I get the cat ears on my state trooper. You know? How you doing, sir? I'm gonna need to see license, registration, proof of insurance, right? Meow. Channel 1! Thank you so much! I made you something! Look what I did! So, thank you for that. Oh, it didn't fade out. Okay, that's fine. I did a thing. Hi, everybody! Good to see you. I spent too long on that trying to make it look like a BBC One ident. I'm not gonna lie. I like to think I did a pretty good idea. Pretty good job. You join us while we're about to start some city skylines. This is a city called Dorkchester, and it is one I've been working on for about a month or so. Under the stream should be fancy buttons. You're right. I didn't turn on mixed play. I will get that. But welcome, everybody. We've just got started, so you'll have to forgive me. I am a little bit tired and a little bit sleepy. This time yesterday, I went to bed. I've been awake since 7 p.m. yesterday. So, cup of tea. I've got a sandwich. That's basically... Oh, and we've also been trying to come up with some new... I don't want to... well, I'd say new. We've been trying to come up with ways to sort of comfortably abide by the team rating on the stream, because City Skylines is just sort of, well, I mean, it's probably E for everyone, but beside the point. And we realized, frankly, we can replace any expletive with the word Smurf. So with that, let's get into City Skylines and have a smurfing good time. Is what we're going to do. You're welcome for that. You're going to spend the rest of your day replacing every single swear word with Smurf. And honestly, it's probably just the best way to brighten a Monday, let's be totally honest. I mean, don't do it. Don't, like, go somewhere and do it. You know what I mean? Like, don't... Like, don't walk into a store and be like, hey, how the Smurf are you? Probably gonna get some looks. But, it's up to you. I'm not gonna tell you how to live your life. That's not my job. Am I gonna stop you? I mean, no. I mean, look. I'm not gonna stop anybody doing nothing. I'm not like with the way the world is right now. I'm not leaving the house. All right. So, yeah. So, this is Dorkchester. I do want to figure out what exactly we did in the last stream of this, because off the top of my head, Dorkchester. Yeah, it's Dorkchester is what it is. Welcome back. So it's the beautiful city of Dorkchester. Basically, I think the last time we were here, we went ahead and built up all of this in here. We are on fire again, yeah. So this is kind of a problem that keeps happening, where it will regularly catch fire, spontaneously catch fire. Honestly, it's probably just some teenagers going into the forest and smoking some Smurf. That's fine. We're not almost got through that one. It's fine. You know, it's it's fine. Teen stream. We're fine. Hi, Mixer. So yeah, basically, I've been slowly putting this city together for the last month or so. And, the whole idea behind it is that it is a city with what I like to say is character. And what that means is it's weird, and when it doesn't work, I can just be like, it's character. So, for example, this junction in here has been a nightmare for the past, I don't know, month. And, essentially, I've done absolutely nothing about it because character is what it is. Underground slip road. So I'm the reason I'm not touching this is there's two reasons. There's a few reasons. There's a few reasons. You hope I've got Discord open on another monitor. Oh, I shouldn't have looked. I shouldn't have looked. Okay. Yeah, I can't show you that, chat. I can't. Spoilers. All right. So there's a couple of reasons I'm leaving this the way it is. One of them is because I'm stubborn and I don't want to change it. Another one of them is because it kind of, I think it's sort of realistic. I think it's like you go to any city in the world with a lot of people and you're like, you know, traffic's not going to be perfect. And the third reason is I have no idea how to fix it without completely redoing my city center, and I don't really want to do that. So we'll see. I will say I will get caught up with follows and all that really soon. I just want to sort of go through like a recap of where we're at with Dorkchester, and then we'll take a minute, get caught up, and all that stuff. But thank you very much for the follows, everybody. It is hugely appreciated. For those of you that are watching through channel 1, hello again. I've been here for like, I don't know, I think this is the end. Is this the end of my 5th week on Mixer? And it's been an amazingly warm welcome, and I'm really grateful for it. So thank you very much to everybody for it. It's hugely appreciated. So, other than this intersection, last time we did change up the monorails a little bit because we got done with an I say done. We got the basics of an airport done here kind of recently. And we changed the way the monorails go into it, so they have this like weird sort of shape going on, essentially. And that is a monorail that runs from the airport, I believe. It's a red line, yeah. So the red line goes from the airport to a bus and monorail hub, which is like a nice sort of center of this area. It runs down to here, which is kind of I would say nice, but it's a horrible center of that area. It runs down to here, horrible center of that area. Same with that. But these stations are all like really busy because a lot of people live in these neighborhoods, but they don't. So the reason the monorails exist is because it was like, hey, a lot of people are driving places. Let's give them public transport. So the monorails went in. There's like 2,500 people using them. And it's the quickest way to get over the water to what is the actual city center. So we have monorail stations that go out to the campus for the university, but they also run into the actual city center, which is kind of cool. And then over towards another sort of monorail bus hub, which is super busy. So across the board, I've been trying to do some stuff with public transport. Whether or not it works is its own thing. It's its own thing. Whether or not it works is up for debate. What I do want to do, and what I think I will do, Subtlety Blocks asking when the international airport's available. 80,000 people. Might take a minute. Metro might be a really good idea. Metro could be like a really good idea. Because we don't have that right now. We have buses, we have monorails, we have taxis, we have trains. We don't have metro. So let's do a little sample, I guess. I did do a metro station somewhere, I could swear. Yeah, we have a metro station here behind this hospital. So let's do... Yeah, let's test it, right? I have the Metro Overhaul mod, so it can go overground, which would be cool. I do, but I don't have any room to put it overground is the problem. Because, obviously, we've got a lot of buildings in here already. So, I mean, I could. Let's be honest. We've got some stuff in here, so I could go in and be like, hey, you know, we've got this thing that can go over wide roads. Let's, for example, like this, right? So this is a part of Metro Overhaul that would let me be like, from this intersection to there, we have overground metro. And I'm looking at that and I'm suddenly like, oh, I'm suddenly very tempted. Oh, I like that a lot. I should not have done that. Should not have done that. That was a bad idea doing that because now I really want it. I want that. I want that. I do really want that. So is that like the, so that's it's an elevated bypass station. How do these work? That's a little station. Right. Ooh, I want that. I don't know how this works, but we're gonna figure it out together. You know what? As Sheev would say, do it. Yeah, you're not wrong. That was a very strained do it. Sheev needs a bit more fiber in his diet, he thinks. Right. We're gonna try this. I've not really done anything with Metro Overhaul, so this will be an adventure. How does this actually get placed? Actually, let's just place it somewhere randomly so I can look at it. So what does it do? So it gives us a road. It gives us a couple of... That looks so cool. This is where the fun begins. Don't you start throwing Star Wars quotes at me. You can't handle me with Star Wars quotes. All right? You... Don't start a battle you can't finish is what I'm saying. All right. Let's see. Speaking of which, isn't The Rise of Skywalker on digital like really soon? Isn't that a thing? Like, isn't it hitting digital like really, really soon? Which I'm not gonna lie, I'm so excited to watch that movie again. Just like Star Wars, don't I? So I think this is the station that we want. So if I do that, oh, look at it, it's perfect. I don't really want the side roads, but I don't care. Isn't it already out? So from what I've heard about The Rise of Skywalker, it is like sort of released, but sort of not. Because I think because of like what's going on in the world right now, it's like gonna be released early on digital, but it's not officially been released early. So some territories have like released it early, and it's Disney, so Disney's probably sitting there like, not sure about that, fella. So that's whatever. Can I destroy the roads from underneath the station? I can, but I kind of want them. This is just another monorail, though, isn't it? There's not really any point in this. But I like it a lot, so I'm going to do it anyway. I mean, just look at it. It's really cool looking. Replace the monorail. I can remove the side roads. I can, but I kind of dig them because there's like... I don't know. I kind of like them because they've got like the signs on them and they kind of... Yeah, you're right. The side roads can go. Can I still zone that? Yeah, I can. Looks better than the monorail. I mean, it does, but it's a custom asset, so it generally will. With that said, we'll do both, right? We can have a city, you know, it can have monorail, it can have subways. We'll do this as a test. I think that's fair. We'll test it with this. We'll see how this works. We'll see what happens, and we'll go from there. So I say that the monorail's totally in the way. Let's just keep it under. I just got everything over my glasses. Maybe we just keep it underground. Maybe we don't overcomplicate things because we have the monorail above ground already. Maybe the metro's the thing where I can be like really lazy with the curves and just make it super efficient. The pillar in the middle of the road is bugging you. Is there a pillar in the middle of the road? There isn't a pillar in the middle of the road. Oh, there is a pillar in the middle of the road. Ugh. Okay, yeah. We'll come back to this. 100% we'll come back to that. The monorail is kind of doing that thing's job already. So what I want to do is I want to go in with Metro, and I want to just have it like loop around almost like the outskirts of everything. So we'll have it go... Let's have it go from the airport. All right, we'll start it there. Although I need somewhere good to start it, which is going to be slightly tricky because there's not really anywhere good to start it. Although I could cheat and use a little bit of road anarchy and put it in the airport. I kind of dig that. Like, just put it inside the airport. That's probably okay. And then if I really wanted to, I can do a station, I think, like this. So if I get rid of you and we go in and say this station's going to have, I believe it's multiple platforms from multiple lines. So then we could have this loop around a little bit. It doesn't need to do anything crazy. But just having it sort of like loop around a bit, do its thing. We'll have it come down to, I don't know, here. We'll have it go up to right there, maybe. And then over towards here as well. That might be a bit close to everything. Let's just do that for the time being. Right. Let's sort of... We'll do it that way. We want it to be over road friendly. No, we don't want that. How do I just like put this underground normally? How does this work? I don't know. I'm assuming... Wait, what? Space already occupied. What? Oh, I see what's going on. Make it normal. Okay. So we'll bring this up to here. Then we'll have it sort of curve over to there. It's not going to be fancy. I'm not doing like super nice curves and stuff like that. If you've not seen me play City Skylines before, you're going to be in for a wild ride, is what you're going to be in for here. Because I just refuse. I'll do some nice ones, but I just don't care for them. If I'm not going to see the metro lines, I'm not going to make it like the most detailed, the most realistic, the most whatever that it can be. I just don't see the point. So let's go 26. Let's go 27. Let's go 20. Let's bring this out a little bit. Is what we'll do. So bring that out, and bring you out, and that'll be fine. So we'll have that little curve just there. Apparently, I am gonna make it nice and curvy. Is what I'm doing here. So there you go. That ain't too bad. Maybe that bit. No. That's fine. So if I go in, we are gonna need a depot on this, which is gonna be a bit of a pain, but it should be all right. So that comes in, goes there, goes to there, and then we want it to go in the opposite direction. Do we need it to go in the opposite direction? I guess we need it. I guess I want it to go in the opposite direction. Ooh, hello. That looks like it's going on the same bit of track. I don't know if I like that. I might have done that station wrong. Hold on. I might have... Yeah, I think I've done it wrong. That's fine. Okay. Let's just go from here. Let's just bring it around like this, and we'll take it up to there. So we'll have it loop around. That'll be okay. We are going to need somewhere for this thing to go, we are going to need somewhere for this to go, like, underground. Or sort of come up above ground, so we can actually have, the trains, you know, exist somewhere, which is slightly tricky. I skipped the station, did I? Oh, I did, yeah. There we go. So, where can I do that? I'm looking at this. It is an industrial area. Skip a stop. I don't think I did. I skipped that one. But we fixed it. Yeah, we fixed all of them. So I think we tear apart this area a little bit at the airport. I did it as well, didn't I? Yeah, there's 2 stops in there. I'm thinking we basically tear apart some of this place. Keep the transport in the same space. I mean, we could. It might look weird. I kind of dig that, actually. I like that. I like that a lot. Okay. So how do I bring this out of here without it getting weird? Let's do 12, and let's do 12, and then let's do road guidelines off. And then somehow just, like, run that over to there. So that looks a bit steep. That's a bit... Might be playing Roller Coaster Tycoon here. It's only gonna get steeper, though. I need that to be nice and flat. Oh boy. Okay. So, I want to grab that bit, and I want to lower that too. I think we could redo that. I think we could maybe do a sneaky little... It's a normal height kind of decline there. We'll go down by that much. We'll do the same over here as well. That's definitely better. That is definitely a step in the right direction, I think. So let's lower those so they're not causing like weird bumps in the terrain. That looks okay. And then what we'll do is suddenly, you know, and rather sharply turn it. And then from like here, do the same thing. And then I guess we just sort of freeform it, right? So like that is probably fine. It's probably all right, isn't it? Sure. That's probably fine. So now we should see some trains though, right? I think. Assuming I have trains. I might not have trains. There's a distinct part. Hmm. Just thinking about it. Do that. Hey! Oh, hold on. Hello. There you go. So that's one. Interesting. The other one doesn't seem to want to get going. But, yeah, that's neat, I guess. We got some trains. So the question is, are people actually going to, like, want to use this? I imagine they will. Right? Like, I'm sure there's a few people will be like, yeah, man, absolutely gonna use the new metro. Like, barely anybody, but that's quite popular there. Circle lines don't attract many passengers? Yeah. The only thing is, I don't know if, like, we don't really need any other types of lines because we've got the metro already, like, cutting through the middle, or the monorail already cutting through the middle of everything. It could cross the river. It could, but technically the monorail does that as well over here. Although I guess the metro could do it in this location. I don't know. It just seems like the maybe metro to the suburbs. That'd be kind of neat. Might look a little weird though. I don't know. I'm just curious to see how it ends up going. I was gonna use this middle station here as like a crossing over point though. So let's stick to that idea. Let's give it a shot. Let me throw a station there. Let me throw a station there. We'll go for up here as well. And we'll get one over this way as well. So we'll kind of do this. We'll dot them about a little bit. They're kind of close together, but that'll be okay. We'll do in here too, I think. Wish I could get it like in a better spot. Down there is maybe a bit much. So let's do there. That'll be a bit weird the way that'll have to curve up, but that'll be all right. We'll make it work. We'll throw it here as well, and then that can sort of just like, I don't know, go around there. I'm curious. I'm kind of curious. Still no dev shed. I'll get you a dev. I made you a dev shed on GTA, and it was never added to the server. That's a true story, chat. I did actually, in some of the map editing that we did at one point, I made a dev shed that had. Admittedly, it had some body parts in it, but that's not the point. Why is it doing that? Be my smurfing, Chad. Don't you smurf at me. What's going on with that? That's weird, man. Some of these, like, So that should work. Why? Why would it do that? I think I know what I need to do here. I'm pretty sure we need to go to this, and we need the station to be a lot deeper. I think that'll sort it. Yeah, there we go. No, not like that. All right. So that should connect pretty well. Yeah, there we go. Then these should just connect in a nice straight line, I think. Yeah, for the most part. Where does this one go? Oh, up there. And then this one has to like curve up towards that station. So that seems fine. This needs to go over that way as well. And then that needs to go up to that one. I will get this perfect. This will be the best metro that anyone has ever made in City Skylines. That's a bold claim, but it's what it's going to be. So we want to go from there to... Oh, I could have it go that way. To there. That'll be fine. You like that the city just ends at the expressway? I mean, that'll change. The idea is to surround the whole thing in suburbs at some point. It's just a case of actually getting because I wanna get all the tiles. Like if I get to 80,000 people, I can get the 81 tiles on the map. So yeah, that looks beautiful. I like to think so. We got more trains going on. We do. So in theory, this station here should get super busy. I just wish it was a different station. So let's try that. Bulldoze. Give me that one. I'd like to bulldoze that track, please. Okay. So can I not move those? Are you serious? I have to redo the lines, don't I? Oh, maybe not. I'm not really sure what's going on here, I'm not gonna lie. There's one more in there that's all messed up. All right. Hello? Okay, so that should be over there. I think that's right. Sorta. There's still some overlap there, but it looks like the two they're going that way. Switch the middle ones. You. You know what? Get rid of them for a second. So get rid of the stations. So you come into there. You go there. You're going north, so you're going there, and you're going south, so you're going there? No. So that's south, that's north. So there's still some crossover there. I guess what we could do, change all of that. It doesn't seem to have encouraged the lines to do anything different, though. So what are you doing? You're coming in south. So you be going there? So now there's still some crossover? I don't think we're gonna get this right. So we can do that for a second. You're coming in. You need to be far left. Have I thought about getting Stonehearth going? Well, we could. So why don't you go out to that lane? Just in that way. That's weird that they have that overlap looking at it. That's really strange. Because they shouldn't. That's really odd. I don't think we're going to be able to do much about this. So we'll just have the overlap, I guess. We'll just let it be like that. Yeah, the lines are mixing for no reason, so there's not really anything I can do. It's whatever. It's fine. We got some decent numbers of people wanting to use this though. So people are wanting to get on the metro to probably go transfer, to be honest, but that's all right. It's a good number of people coming to the area. Decent number wanting to get on the metro there. All right. I like it. So that'll be... I mean, it's weird the way they cross over, but... Hold on. Got an idea. We separate those lines, it might be better. So we go like that. Turn off the guidelines. Let's do that. 2, 4. Something like this is what I'd be thinking. Bulldoze. So if I was to do... not quite that. Do that. That might force the lines to work with me here. sure how I feel about that, I'm not gonna lie. Sure. So what does that do for those lines? Okay, these two in the middle. So they're still going to end up having crossover. Yeah. Very low energy compared to the videos. I've been awake for quite a while. So yeah, there's still going to be crossover. Regardless, I think. Yeah. Actually, I think that might have sorted it. Oh, that tea is kind of strong, but good. Needed. I think that sorted it. A lot of people. I think that sorted it. Let me see. What are we looking at in terms of numbers? 516 already. Not bad. Let's make them R, G. That's not G. G, B, and A. Because we can. All right. I said we were going to do a thing. I said we were going to get caught up, is what I said. So, let's get caught up on, let's get caught up in these follows. Properly. Appreciated is what it is. It is much appreciated. All right, wrong button. All right. All right. Let's see here. So, for those of you that might not be in the know, we did get partnered last week. So, if you are interested in subscribing, that is also an option. Wink. I would wink, but if I close my eyes for too long, I'll fall asleep. I've got more of those. I've got my eye on more of those lights, by the way, chat. I'm looking at like getting some nice lights across the shelves and like up above. It's a lot of work though, and I don't have a lot of time to do it. Well, I've got the time to do it. Doing it properly is the thing I don't have a lot of time for. So you can see where the challenge is there. Very easy to get the lights and get them set up. It's doing them properly. Where do you get them? They are Philips Hue lights. I got them on Amazon. All right, let's do a we got a lot of residential demand. Let's do a couple of things here. Let's go ahead and fill this area. Let's turn off Prop and Tree Anarchy. Let's fill this space with commercial because we have that demand as well. And let's come in off of over here. You know, I will say I've made a terrible mistake with the smooth jazz today. Because smooth jazz is, it's smooth, it's relaxing, it's chill, it's everything I don't want it to be today. Dangerous is what it is. Lucas, how you doing? Okay, so those need. Why is the music's building? I like it. Got some like charm to it. I like it. I wonder if I can nicely surround this area with roads. So if I was to do like that. There we go. So that'll give us a lot of roads to the inside of this place. And then I guess in like the corners, I can do some nice parks. And then do some nice, like, do some kind of park thing in the middle there as well. Make it like a self-sufficient housing neighborhood. I mean, the terrain's a bit rough. But, you know, it'll be good for your legs. All right. Silver linings and all that. But, you know, the terrain, you know, it ain't good. But you'll have amazing calves by the end of living here. We'll do that. I think that'll kind of work. I think that's pretty cool. Am I aware there's 123 people watching? I am. You don't want amazing calves? Don't you capitally call on me. I see that. You're getting amazing calves. And your legs are going to be pretty good too. They won't look good and look. I'm sure you'll rock them, alright? You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Just get new boots. Honestly, your legs will be so good, you'll just want to be barefoot everywhere. Alright? That's just the way it'll be. You'll be like, you know what? My legs are great. I don't need boots. My feet don't need protection from groin. Groin needs protection from my feet. Alright. So we'll let this build up a little bit. I want to see what the area looks like, because we should have enough demand to actually get it to build fairly quickly. It being relatively self-contained, traffic shouldn't be too bad. We could probably do, probably do that, and probably do like a one-way road in there if we really wanted to. Although I don't know if I want to. We'll just leave it as is. So we'll see how that comes about. One tile buildings and the sunken highway looks kind of bad. Yeah, but I can't really do anything else. I mean, I can put trees along there, but nothing's gonna look great. That's probably gonna, like, it's probably gonna get changed anyway. I think it's, like, I don't know. I think it's kind of neat. I like it. Not gonna keep it, but it's something weird. We'll change it eventually. Character, exactly. Say Chan, how you doing? Let's see, how's this looking? 469 per week. The blue line's the most popular one. Fair enough. Sleepy, I know the feeling. Oh boy. Yeah, I went to bed at about noon yesterday. I don't know when I woke up, like 7 p.m. last night. So it's one of those days. It's one of those, hey, the sleeping schedule's working again. What are you doing? Fair enough. I guess smurf everyone else. Ah, yes, roads. Let's get some... more life into some of these corners. Ooh, that one's gonna be really nice to do some trees in. It's just gone 2 a.m. You have uni at 12 p.m. I mean, you got 10 hours. Are you the only one that doesn't like the base vanilla theme of City Skylines? You have to play with the darker, more realistic theme. I think I am using a theme. I think. You know, of school, they locked down the city. I don't have school. I'm old. Bloody didn't lock down schools when I was in them. Well, what's that? There's an Ebola outbreak. You're going to school. What's that? There's all this nonsense going on. You're going to school. Oh, what's that? They blew up the town center in 1992. Well, you know what seems like a good idea? Moving there in 1993. If that one seemed a little bit specific, it's because it was. The, hello? The town center in my town was blown up in 1992. I wasn't born to 93. But the next year my grandparents moved to the town. So I've always asked them about that. It's like, you know, were you not slightly put off by, you know, the blown up town center? Apparently not, because here we are. Gotta love some specific storytelling. I mean, it's just always been something, like, I'm not, you know, it's more something I wind them up about than anything else, to be honest. Like, anytime there's, like, you know, a conversation about me, you know, using common sense, like, hey, maybe don't buy ridiculous things on Amazon, I'll then be like, yes, this lesson on common sense coming from the people who who moved to the town that got blown up. They never quite too keen on me drawing attention to that. Let's see here. What is this? Sorry, chat, I was reading some. Occasionally get very interesting emails. I was just flicking through my inbox there. I just got an email from a so there was a I can't really say exactly what it is, what the thing is that I was potentially going to be doing, but it's now been cancelled because of the virus. Which I'm not, I mean, to be honest, I was like probably going to email them today and be like, hey, I don't really want to do this right now. Like a big travel thing and stuff like that. But the good news is that it may get rescheduled for later in the year and may end up being, instead of a specific travel thing, it'll be more of like a, hey, would you like to go to this event thing? Sorry, yeah. It's weird, man. That's actually, thinking about it, that's like the first like thing that I've been directly, I've been seeing loads of people that are like, hey, this thing's canceled because of this, and I was going to go to it, and I've been sitting there like, well, of course it's canceled. And now something I was going to go to has been canceled. I'm like, oh, that's what that feels like. No spoilers. Well, I think legally I can't exactly tell you what it is. Time to look up all the events that got cancelled the past day. Well, this wasn't announced, so you'll not find it. This was top secret, high level. NDAs by NDAs. For Smurf's sake. Bald guy, how you doing, man? I feel like death. Oof. You waited so long? Yeah, we wound up talking about a bunch of V3 stuff while shooting people in Call of Duty. And it was like, hey, what about this thing or that thing? So it was one of those conversations that like, it felt like a 30-minute conversation. And then I looked at the time and I was like, oh, that was not a 30-minute conversation. Good news is, though, I'm starting to get really good at Call of Duty. So, chat, if I'm not passed out somewhere later on, like, basically what I'm saying is, very high probability that the Call of Duty stream planned for this evening is not going to happen, and I am, in fact, going to go pass out. But in the off chance that I don't do that, high-level plays. This war isn't even good. It's actually really fun. I'm really enjoying the plunder mode rather than the BR itself. But it's pretty good. King Trent, how you doing? Lucas, thank you for the $3. Much appreciated. Do I have anything for like a sore throat out here? Ooh. I want to show you something I got, chat. I got some mead. And it's Bullet for My Valentine, Waking the Demon Honey Mead. And it's really good. Is what it is. I had a little sip of it earlier because I wanted to see what it tasted like. It's really good. It's surprisingly sweet. Like it's surprising. I know it's honey mead, right? Of course it's gonna be sweet, but it was like, I don't know. You don't like sweet booze? I'm a big fan of like, I don't know. I don't the actual like alcohol taste, I'm not a huge fan of. Also, technically, chat, yes, it's 1:23 p.m. However, number one, it's 5 p.m. somewhere. Number two, I've been awake since 7 p.m. yesterday, so technically speaking, it's fine. Have I got shot glasses? I do. It's a teen stream. Let's not go there. However, when it comes to going to sleep later, I'm gonna go there. Wait till we play Call of Duty, then I won't ever rage with a bit of booze in me. I feel like having a couple of drinks and number one, having a couple of drinks and playing Call of Duty sounds like a lot of fun, but the problem is I will just go to sleep. A massive overhaul of the stock system in Call of Duty. Call of Duty. Suffering. Other companies can try and buy you out. I knew they were doing one of those. What's the plan for St. Patrick's Day? Stay inside. Don't catch the plague. How do I get my traffic working so well? You vote. I don't. Yeah, 67. To be fair, it's this one area is particularly bad. The rest of it's flowing pretty well, and a lot of it is just highway connections and stuff like that. Like this area is good because it's got a lot of public transport. Dave, I'm doing pretty good, man. Thank you very much. I really want to get the population up to 80,000. I'm not going to lie. Wait, hold on. 80,000 is... Wait. There it is. So yeah, all those tiles. What can we do in here? Part of me wants to say we just leave it a big open grassy area. I don't know. It looks okay. Yeah. I've used the Ferris wheel. We've used the London Eye right here. Make a small park down there. Yeah. Sort of already is one. Theme park? Maybe. We could do a theme park like around here. The traffic's really bad in that area, so it might be a terrible idea. A rose garden. A rose garden would be kind of fun. I'd probably need to look up reference for that though. To see kind of exactly what the layout should be on that. Let's see here. Ninja of Night. You can enjoy a nice 10-hour time out there, bud. Something like the Christmas market. Yeah, market there would actually look pretty cool. Let's give it like a little sample. So if I go ahead and grab the props. So if I was to grab those. I'm just curious. I wouldn't like exactly copy and paste these over, but I'm just curious if I like do that. Then go in and grab like those ones. Yeah, I'm not too keen on that. We'll figure something out for it. In terms of suburbs, we do have a lot of space up here to play with. We have all this space. I really don't know what this space out here needs to be. I know I've mentioned suburbs, but my big struggle with Dorkchester is like... I mean, I saw a screenshot of this same map covered in this like beautifully detailed city. And I look at what I've done with it, and I'm like, this looks like crap, dude. I think I want to go in and get rid of, I want to get rid of the trees. Right, so I want to go in, I want to grab the trees, and I want to grab the plants along the water. And I want to tear all of them out, and I want to put a key along there. And then I want to go in and put a bunch of the trees back. I think I do want to like have that look, because we have some really tall buildings right next to the water's edge, right next to the riverbank, and I think that's a bit weird. So let's clear all of that out. And then let's see if we can do like a So about there. Let's see. Why does that like snapping thing only work like half the time? That's really frustrating. Unlinked Deer, thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Let's see. You know what? I'm gonna try this a different way. So what I'm gonna try and do is get some actual like straight sections of river. Maybe. I don't know if those friggin' guidelines, dude. So there's like a straight ish section there. Straight ish section there. Gonna do both sides. I'm thinking about it. Let's do both. From there to there. There's guidelines, and let's do how about there. All right. You like the curves better? I'm still gonna do the curves. I just I want to get these sections in first, because what I can then do is going to be like, all right, let's do this, and let's do, you know, that. So it still has the curve. It's just a little bit more, I don't know, manufactured, I guess, would be the way to put it. It's a very sort of intentional curve. It definitely looks cleaner. That's kind of what I'm going for. So something kind of like that, right? Where it's, Clemark, how you doing? Something kind of like that, I think will work. Add paths. I mean, we're just getting started. But then I can go ahead and grab all those nodes, bring them up to that height-ish. I'm going to grab that one as well and bring it up to that height. And I think that'll work. Right, it'll give us that. I think it'll give us that like sharp edge in the water that the city's gonna kind of need. And I think that sharp edge will go a long way to my notes what she did there. And that sharp edge will just go a long way to making it look a lot more built up and like an actual city. Is my thinking. I think that's what's bugging me about it. Is that Still, there's something about it doesn't quite look like a city yet. There we go. So that, I think, I like. Let's give the water a second to readjust there. Yeah, I'm gonna do this without cam for a while, chat. My eyes are starting to really hurt. Ugh. Too many lights. Oh, it's so much better. That's so much better. Yeah, because I knew I was gonna be trying to like fix my sleeping schedule today. I've just kind of been trying to keep myself busy. So I've been sitting here at the PC for a while, and the old eyes are feeling it. Let's do that for a curve instead. Any plans on a new airport CEO episode? Yep, later today. That's a much better curve. Okay. So let's bring this down a little bit further. Let's bring this down to be in line with it. And then we gotta somehow bring it all around here. Apparently like that. That works. Canceled your 2-week vacation because of... I'm sorry to hear that. Oh. There we go. I think that looks okay. So that kind of curves around there really nicely. I think the river could probably be dredged a little bit, make it a little bit deeper. We could try and push the water up a little bit too, but that's okay. We'll sort of do some stuff with that bit later as well. Let's go ahead and grab the rest of the trees and the props down here. So basically we want to grab all of this right here and get rid of it. That's what we want to do. So get rid of all of that. You don't need it. You just need to make sure you got that right there. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Oh, it gets to be a very wide river here. Although I guess it would. I guess technically, technically speaking, we are heading towards the mouth of a river here, aren't we? Yeah, I'm not a fan of that bit. Is that better? I think that's better. I do need to go and get rid of all of those trees and whatnot there as well, though. Which I'm pretty sure I placed all of these, didn't I? That's right. Those ones can stay. The rest of them need to go. Alright, let's start dredging a little bit. Wait, what? Oh, oh no. Alright, so what does that do to the water? I assume it's going to make it go a bit weird. For a while. That's kind of to be expected. Chat, please don't make me put the rule back in place where, you know, the whole RC living in the moment thing. I don't know, like, the conversation you guys are having is fine. I mean specifically, like, not gonna get into it. Not doing it. Not doing it. I'll rant about it on Twitter later. No, Fox, you're good. You're good. Say a change, you're good. It's, again, no, you, like, trust me, like, yeah, it doesn't matter. You're good. The point I'm making, okay, so, when we streamed elsewhere, there was a big issue for a while, and I say issue, more the thing that annoyed me than anyone else. The streams don't exist as a means for people to come in and be like, hey, I want to, like, no, I want to talk about, like, hey, you know that YouTube thing you do? Yeah. When's the next video, dude? Like, the stream's, like, kind of rude, not gonna lie. If that's the only thing someone says, which has been for several people in the chat today, Like, it's kind of rude, man. Like, don't... it's not just me that gets that. A lot of streamers do. Like... I know it's not intentional. Like, this is... I don't like talking about it because I know it's not... People aren't trying to be rude. You know, they're genuinely asking a question, and they're like... You know, no, Bacon Gamer, you're good as well. I didn't want to bring this up because, like, it's not you either. Like, it's not... You didn't go out of your way to, like, be like, oh, yeah, fuck, you know... the hell with this? You know, where's my video? Like, it's not... let me explain my perspective here, chat, because, again, I don't want to... I'm coming across as a bit of an asshole, and I don't mean to. But from the perspective I've got, you know, I see everything that goes into chat. I see it, if you know, as and when it goes in there. So from my POV, I'm gonna see, you know, a lot of people jumping in and being like, oh yeah, you know, where's the next video? Whereas from your POV, it'll just be like you know what I mean? Like, so Bacon Gamer, I don't want to like single you out here. I don't want you feeling like I'm having a go at you. Just from my POV, it'll be, you know, it'll be like it's like the 10th time I'm getting asked that, you know, that question in like the space of half an hour sometimes. It's a very petty, very bitchy thing that annoys me. It's I guess it's like an irrational thing. It shouldn't annoy me, but it always has. I don't know. Like I said, it's a very petty, very bitchy thing for me to be annoyed about. And, you know, the reason that I kind of didn't want to bring it up is because it makes me sound like a prick. Like a really ungrateful fucking... Oh, wait, teen stream. Smurfing. Ungrateful, you know, jackass who's like, you know, oh, love all my work. Love all my work. I'm spending my time streaming. You should love that. And that's not what I'm about. Yeah, like I said, you guys only see it from your perspective and from your POV. You know, you haven't seen a bunch of other people ask. You know, so I don't want to single anybody out. I don't want to be like, hey person, you know, hey guy, what are you doing? Do you know who I am? No, it's like I said, I don't hopefully I'm not coming across as a total jackass, because that's not my intent. It's always been a pet peeve of mine, and I can't really explain why, if I'm honest. Like, it's just one of those things that has kind of always just annoyed me. And again, I can't really explain why it annoys. It just sort of does. So if I'm coming across as a jack, I don't mean to, and I'm sorry if I am. I like, genuinely, I don't, you know, I don't want to be one of these guys that has like an ego as a creator or anything like that. I'm not about that. You know, as far as I'm concerned, there's way too many egos in streaming as there is, as it is. I mean, Lucas, yeah, that's pretty much where it stems from, is the whole, like, you know, I'll be playing. I'll tell you exactly where it stems from, right? In the spirit of transparency, I'll tell you exactly where it stems from. There are streams where I have been playing a game that I am, like, hella crazy excited about, having a really good time, laughing my ass off, you know, having great conversation with people in chat, all of that stuff, right? And then every, you know, let's say like 10 minutes or so, someone comes in. It's like, hey man, where's City Skylines? You know what I mean? That's the pet peeve. That's where it comes from. Again, I'm not trying to like validate me being a jackass. But that's kind of where it comes from. You know what I mean? It's like you're having an amazing time playing this thing, but because it's not that other thing, it's, you know, well, you know, yeah, I can see you're having fun, but where's that, you know, where's City Skylines? Yeah, it happened in the last Call of Duty stream. Quite a few times on the last Call of Duty stream. And it was like it was a much bigger, a much more recurring thing on the other platform than it's ever been here, so I'm very grateful for that. Can simply enjoy games, yeah. And that's kind of like, that's what excites me about streaming, you know? Like, I just want to enjoy games, you know? And that's very much a have your cake and eat it, you know? I know my job is to do this and all that stuff, you know? It's, I'm not trying to like, not trying to be like, well, you know, you know, I just want to have fun and have a really easy job and all that. It's not that kind of thing. It's just like, ooh, I like that. I don't know. Like I said, it's an irrational pet peeve. I know it's an irrational pet peeve. Probably shouldn't have brought it up in the first place. But again, it is a perspective thing, you know? It's very few of these people that will ask are coming in with any bad intent. You know what I mean? Like, and I mean that, you know? I don't want anyone to feel, you know, and like you come in and you want to ask a streamer a question. What's the best way to ask a YouTuber or a streamer a question? Use the chat, right? And I remember watching Carnage streaming like a year ago or maybe more, and one of the things someone asked him, like, what's one of the most frustrating parts? It was something like this anyway. What's one of the most frustrating parts of like being a streamer? And it was like, you know, be prepared to answer the same question over and over and over and over and over again, and be expected to have the same level of enthusiasm answering the question as you did the first time you answered it. Because not everybody was there when you first answered the question, right? So that's like the glass half full way of looking at my predicament. I also need to sleep. Yes, I'm quite cranky. So, you know, it's yeah. I'm just being cranky and tired, chat, is all, right? Inserting into a boomer? Exactly. A normal Monday? Yeah, I mean, I've not slept, so yeah. I really want that tile. I really want that tile. I think I am gonna like completely dredge the terrain on the riverbed there. I think that'll look better. Nah, Claremont, I get that. I just, I'm, you know, I try to see both sides of it these days. Like in the past, I was much more negative on it than I am, and I would have kind of just said something off the bat. It's always been a pet peeve, and I guess part of me is like, I don't want this like kicking off again on as we've moved to Mixer. And again, I'm running on no sleep, which doesn't help. So it's just a perfect storm for me to make an ass of myself, essentially. Also, someone DM'd me about a city's key from the giveaway the other day there. Yes. Sorting. Most of those went out yesterday. I think I do have one or two more to go out. Do I have a link to the playlist? This playlist? I don't have one for this playlist. I don't think. Pretty sure I don't have one for this playlist. No. I can get a link. I'll get a bot command for the next stream, though, for sure. No, the smooth jazz is not in the regular Spotify playlist. Let me try saving this real quick. Can I do that? I like that better. What am I expanding to next? We're going to try and fill in some of this space and pretty much everything around the river as well. Let me see here. All right. What do I want next in cities? I would love them to do an industry-style DLC for airports. Airport to CEO in cities, pretty much. I don't know what way to change this area. I mean, I can bring the roads down to run and all that, I guess, but I just mean... Do I have a favorite story I'd tell? Probably the Linden story. If I'm honest, the story of why any district named Linden something is always very interesting to me. I need more good stories, man. I do have one that I have told before. I don't know how many times I've told it though. I was going to Manchester for a gig. And I'd never been to I had been to Manchester before, but for whatever reason, this was I think the first time I'd gone to Manchester, not plan on meeting up with people. So I'd gone to Manchester for a gig a few years ago. I think this was like 20, I want to say like 15, maybe 16, something like that. Whenever it was. I went to Manchester for this gig. And I called, I booked an Uber to pick me up at the airport. And you know, I get out of the terminal and I'm looking to wait for my Uber and he's nowhere to be seen, and my phone rings and it's my Uber driver. And he's like, hey, go to this place and I'll pick you up. You know, go to this whatever. I don't know what it was. I don't remember. But I was like, I don't know where that is. I've never been here before. And he gave me some directions that turned out to be pretty crap directions because I still couldn't find it. So I went and I looked about to see if I could find the thing, and surprise, I couldn't. So I wound up calling him back and I was like, hey, I cannot find where you are, so you need to come into the airport and get me. Like, you know, I've booked an Uber to take me to where I need to go, not to fucking smurf and lead me on you know, whatever kind of chase this is right here we're doing, you know, not to pace me by the airport essentially. So he's like, he's reluctant to do it, and eventually he agrees to come into the airport. And the second I get in the car, this guy is immediately straight into complaining about how he's going to make no money from this fare because he had to pay to get into the airport, as you generally do. You need to put a couple of pounds into some kind of machine to get into an airport. Now, I don't know the fees at Manchester Airport, but I'm pretty sure to drive in and straight out again is going to be no more than, you know, a couple of pounds. But nonetheless, this guy's bitching and whining about, you know, how he's going to get no money from this fare, blah, 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 blah. So he gets talking about, you know, what I'm doing in Manchester and this, that, and the other, and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to a gig. He's like, oh, what time's that over? And I'm like, it's about 11. And he's like, oh, you need a lift to a hotel? And I'm like, no, I'm just going back to the airport. He's like, oh, you're not staying anywhere. I haven't made a key. And I'm like, no, I'm just going to go back to the airport. I'll sit in the arrivals lounge until my flight's the first one out of the airport in the morning, so I don't, you know, I can save some money by not getting a hotel. Keep in mind, this guy had been going on the entire time about how I was going to cost him so much. You know, he was getting no money from this fare because I had him going to the airport. And he was rattling on about this for a good 10-15 minutes before the conversation steered towards what I was doing in Manchester. As soon as I mentioned that I have nowhere to stay, he's like, oh, you can stay, you know, I've got a couch, you can stay on my couch. And I was like, nah, it's all right, man, I'll just go by to the airport. He's like, no, it's, you know, it's fine. You know, I've got a couch. It'll save you sleeping in the airport, blah, 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 blah. And then he said the thing that really set me off and really, you know, set off the alarm bells in my head. It was already friggin' weird, dude. This was a legit Uber, by the way. This wasn't like I got in the wrong car. This wasn't anything like that. He was like, nah, man, like, just, you know, whatever time the gig finishes, you know, I'll pick you up and we can stop at an ATM so you can pay me for this fare that I'm not going to get any money from, essentially. And in my head, I'm like, mate, that's not how Uber works. Now I can tell you right now, chat, this guy does not work for Uber anymore. He very, very quickly after this all happened, lost his, whatever partnership, whatever it is with Uber. So he is not a driver for Uber anymore. But essentially, the whole thing was like, he was determined that I had wronged him by asking him to do his job and come into the airport to actually get me, the person that had requested the taxi. And then his offer of, you know, a couch to stay on that night has an ulterior motive. It's to get me to fork over the cash. Here's the thing. Uber drivers are not allowed to do that. As in, Uber drivers are not allowed to, like, for him to pick me up later, I would have had to book him. He is not allowed to, he's not allowed to do that. He is not allowed, like, while driving me wherever, to be like, oh yeah, you know, I'll pick you up later, we can go and, you know, you can pay me that way. And at first, I was like, sorry, I just lost my train of thought. I said to him when he was like, you know, I can pick you up. I was like, oh, you know, do I just book you through the app? And he's like, no, just give me your phone number, and I'll just give you my phone number, and you know, you can ring me. And again, I was like, which is another thing they're not allowed to do, because Uber masks their Uber masks the driver's number and masks your number as well, so they cannot contact you without using the app. So this was no, this was really sketchy, dude. Like, I genuinely, I'll be honest, I didn't feel remotely safe in this guy's car. Like, I was pretty convinced this guy was gonna like, so he asked me what time the gig finished, and I told him it was like midnight. It wasn't. It finished at like 11. But I booked another Uber after, like, you know, essentially doing everything I could to make sure I wouldn't get this guy. I booked another Uber and was like, yeah, straight to the airport. And I wound up telling this guy, like, about what happened, and he's the one that was like, yeah, you're gonna want to report that guy, because the majority of us Uber drivers work really hard to maintain a reputation. Like, people are going out of their way to sort of smear Uber and just say it's a bad thing. When, you know, a lot of us put a lot more effort in, and a lot of us are, you know, trying to make it a really nice experience for our passengers. And this guy was like, he was really friggin' adamant, and in a good way, not in, like, you know, the way the guy previously was trying to fleece me out of, 20 quid. This guy was like really, really adamant, like, you gotta report him. And I did. And yeah, like I said, he does not, drive for Uber anymore. Which is, I don't know, man. Like, it was a kind of scary experience, to be honest. Like, I guarantee you, if I went to, if I stayed in this guy's couch, I'm not a freaking idiot. I wasn't going to do it anyway. But if I did, I'd wake up with my phone missing or something like that. I wouldn't get my phone back. Or, like, my credit card would be missing or something like that. Or my whatever card I have. I don't know what it is. Debit? Whatever it is. My card will be gone. It's like, oh, where's my card? It's like, I've got it. You're going to go to the store and you're going to lift me 20 quid. My kidney would be missing? Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting, man. Like, that's not quite as fun a story as the as you know, most of my others, but definitely one, like, you know, there's a lesson there. You know, Uber, like, actually reporting people in Uber, really important if they're being Smurf bags. You think that's why you hate traveling? I mean, I made the mistake. I was in Stockholm and I was heading to the airport, and I booked an Uber, and it was a black Mercedes. My driver had dark hair, a beard, etc., etc. So, you know, looking to buy for my Uber, and I see a black Mercedes, and I see a guy stood beside it with dark hair and a beard. And I'm like, probably my Uber. And he waved at me. So I was like, my Uber. I didn't know at the time, they don't know what you look like. You can put a picture in your profile. They don't know what you look. They don't get to see that picture. I didn't know that. So this guy waves at me, and I'm like, it's my Uber. I'll go get in the Uber. And just on principle, I always, even though they know where I'm going, they do get your destination. I always get in and I'll say where I'm going anyway, because it's sort of a conversation starter. So we set off, and 10 minutes into this, I get a phone call. And it's my Uber driver. And he's like, hey, where are you? I'm like, so funny story. Anyway, it's at this point I realized I was in fact not in my Uber. It was a taxi. not the one I booked. Now, I had made this journey before in an Uber. This journey was about 40 pounds in an Uber. That same journey in a taxi, a 30-minute ride to the airport across Stockholm, cost me £150. What's more, the entire way through it, I could see this guy hitting the little +1 on the meter, because he was looking in the rear view mirror to see anytime I would look down at my phone, and anytime I'd look down at my phone, he'd add like a little bit of money to the meter. Would you like to know what the real kicker is, chat? We got to the airport. I'd realized what was going on at this point, obviously. Got to the airport. And, you know, he was like, that's going to be, you know, 1,500 Swedish. It's about 150 pounds, 1,500 Swedish. And I was like, okay, do you take card? And if you've ever been in a taxi before and you say that, you know what the response is going to be. Oh, the machine's broken. So I opened the door and I was like, well, I don't have cash. And he went white as a sheet. And I thought I was going to get away with it. I'm not going to lie. Because again, I knew what was going on. I knew this was some absolute prick. But I had to get into the airport. I had to like go because my flight was, I was already late. And this absolute fucking bag of a human being gets out of the car and he's like, there's an ATM inside of check-in. This absolute waste of space follows me into the airport. I go up to the ATM, I lift the money. I lifted about 50 pounds short, but handed it to him because it was a lot of notes. Handed it to him and left before he could count it. So he's a prick, and I hope he's lost his job by this point because he's an absolute scumbag. But yeah, people are people suck, man. Like you gotta, there's a surprising amount of that still goes on, like, and you know, I know, like, I used to get a taxi to school, you know, when that was a thing before the end of the world. And my taxi driver's great, right? You know, so most taxi drivers are actually really nice. It's guys like that are absolute scumbags. You know, they're the same guys that'll blame Uber for, like, you know, ruining their business. And it's like, dude, you've been scamming people for years. You know what I mean? Like, you have been scamming people for years. You have been overcharging for years. Uber, I know what I'm paying before I even get in the car. You know? the price isn't going to change once, like, the price will change before I get in the vehicle, if that makes sense. Like, before I actually hit book, the price will fluctuate. Because if, you know, traffic's super heavy in the area, then it'll be a bit more expensive. But once I book that car, the price is not going to change. So, at rush hour, you can sometimes find Uber, you know, being twice the price it normally will be, and that is a lot. You know, that is a pretty drastic, you know, price increase. But at the same time, at least it's not a case of it's not a case of like getting in the car and having it you know, be 150 pounds because the driver decided to piss about with the meter. Yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about this. It didn't look questionable. Y'all are filthy. Jim, you could do that with a forced, like a random chance of a forced /me, essentially. If you want to hit +1 on the taxi meter, it might let them know that you're doing it. All right. I'm gonna decorate the roundabout. I mean, I could. I don't really know what to put in it. Recommend a game on Steam that can be played by 2 in a single PC. Rocket League. Although, is it on Steam anymore? Or did that go to Epic? It's on Steam. Yeah. Rocket League, Halo, Master Chief Collection, I think Gang Beasts as well. What's Rocket League? Rocket League is extremely acrobatic football, or soccer if you prefer, with cars. What DLCs would recommend for City Skylines? Oof. Mass Transit, Industries, and Park Life, I think. Or no. Mass Transit, Industries, and Campus. I kind of like that. Am I hoarding toilet paper? No, not yet. I have ordered a bunch of it online because my grandparents aren't able to go out daily to see if the shops have been restocked with essentials, so I basically ordered a bunch of toilet paper so that they don't have to go out. Same with soap, and same with tea bags, actually. I've got 1,100 tea bags arriving this week. Essentially, I'm ordering in something. I don't understand why people are hoarding toilet paper. It's bloody stupid, but like, if I can do something to make sure my grandparents don't have to go outside to get something like toilet paper or tea bags or soap, then I'm going to do that because you know, they're in their 70s, and you know, a day's worth of tea, exactly. Wouldn't want to ride it when it's windy, that's true. Oh, that'd be a nightmare. Samiro, thank you so much for that sub. Welcome. See, everybody thought it'd be like Fallout and it would be like bottle caps that are the big thing, but nope. Toilet paper. See, chat, when I say I've ordered a lot of toilet paper, I mean I've ordered a lot of toilet paper. And you know what? Like, I'll put it this way, right? I ain't gone and ordered any, like, heathen one-ply nonsense or even two. It's about 170 rolls of 3-ply toilet paper. All right? So it's not quite, you know, it's not quite the type of thing that, you know, it's not 4-ply, you know, it's not quite, you know, royal family levels, but it's 3-ply. Honestly, I want to see, I kind of want to see what 20-ply would look like. Probably a phone book at that point. Give hand sanitizer. Hand sanitizer is rolled up exercise books, exactly. Hand sanitizer ain't as good as soap and water. Pretty much the Bible. Oh god. Nah, I ordered like 50 bars of soap as well. But yeah, I've been doing some reading and I've been doing like here's the thing, chat. If this all blows over really quickly and I'm left with 50, like, you know, people are you know, people go, you know, you got all these people that are stockpiling things, right? And they're not going to know what to do with them. Hand soap giveaways. Now you get people stockpiling all this stuff that aren't going to know, they won't know what to do with it if this all blows over pretty quickly. It won't, but whatever. Like, here's the thing. I'm not doing a giveaway with the soap. Right? I will repurpose it. Nunchucks. Right? You put two or three bars of soap into a sock. You tie it at one end. You repeat a couple of times over, and then you tie it all together. Nunchucks. As an architect's rubbing off on me. You see, you're all sitting over here. You're all sitting over here working out how you're cleaning your hands and all that, right? Meanwhile, I'm over here with a 200 IQ plays figuring out how I'm going to turn soap into a weapon. That's the kind of thing that's going to help me survive the apocalypse, chat. Right? Being able to craft soap into a handy, concealable weapon. These are skills that you can't be taught. You don't learn this in school. This is why the sooner they cancel school and, you know, actually let people go home to start thinking about the inevitable, the better. Alright? Give people time to figure out how they're going to defend themselves. You can hide a wee knife in a soap bar? I wouldn't waste it. Sharp knives will be a commodity. Why dull and blunt a knife when you can just clobber someone with your soap chucks? You know what I mean? Like, it's this kind of thinking that's going to rebuild society. You know what I mean? Like, when all's said and done, I will ascend to my rightful place as supreme leader on a throne built purely out of soap and the bones of my enemies. The heavily dented but very clean bones of my enemies. So, don't forget the toilet paper machine. Well, at that point, toilet paper's currency. One sheet equals $1. One sheet equals plenty. The reference that, like, none of you... One sheet of single ply is $1, exactly. Yeah, no, in a lot of countries they have a thing called a bidet. But again, you can't fight your way through the apocalypse with a bidet. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to survive the apocalypse with a bidet. Like, you gotta realize, chat, that, you know, that's commodities like that are not going to exist after the end of the world. However, soap will be plentiful, and honestly, we can fashion most tools out of it. What's that? You need a handy hammer? No problem. I'm building a shovel out of soap. Just have to wait until it's cold. You get it cold enough, it'll dig. There's someone at Mixer right now sitting there going, really? We partnered this guy? How do you turn soap into a shovel? You put it in a sock and... Yeah, well, exactly. You don't need to turn it into a shovel. You've already turned it into nunchucks, which honestly can be quite persuasive. Exactly. See, it's that kind of thought that gets you through an apocalypse. Can I use the roundabout builder? I don't think I have it. And by don't think, I mean, I don't have it. This advice should be on channel 1. I did miss my opportunity, but it's fine. Probably don't want this advice on channel 1. Well, people going out and panic buying soap to turn it into weapons. Ah, yes. So what did you do with your time on channel 1? Well, you see, what I did was I encouraged people to buy bars of soap to turn into nunchucks. Huh. Was it time well spent? Well, no, I lost my partnership as a direct result, but, well, yeah, sure. Channel 1 is it's a channel here on Mixer. That's why I add a disclaimer. What disclaimer? It's Channel 1 hosted us earlier, and we were for a little while, 3rd most viewed stream on the website. Am I gonna fund a channel 1 for my city all about soap weapons? No, it's gonna become the new education program once the world has ended and restarted. We shall teach people how to fashion weapons out of soap and socks. Oh, the soap's gonna go out of... Yeah, well, and the socks too. Hmm. What map is this? Oh, I have no idea. I'm not gonna lie. Completely forgotten. It begins with R. What's the difference between the electric thing and the ruby looking thing? So the electric one's called sparks. The sparks are a sort of currency you can get for free. And basically they are, you know, you can spend sparks on Broadhead. I'll answer your question in just a second. You can spend sparks on like different things here and there, like some of the emotes and stuff like that. The other one is embers, which is a paid currency that you can use to donate to streamers, basically. With a certain amount of sparks in a given week, I will get a bonus to the number of embers, is the way that works. To answer the question, what drew me to GTA roleplay? Originally, it was, so originally, I mean, I've always been interested in storytelling. I've always been interested in character creation. I've always been interested in like acting and stuff like that. GTA roleplay kind of combines a lot of those ideas. Obviously not quite in, you know, like I don't want GTA roleplay is not necessarily, you know, big time acting or anything. But it's still creating characters, and it's still, you know, all that good stuff. A friend of mine linked me to a stream. I think it was Lyric playing GTA roleplay in a server called SOA. And shortly after that, Sheriff Eli started streaming GTA RP. And I watched it for a while, and I was like, dude, I want to do this. So I joined some servers, and eventually I became a cop on a server called LSRP. And eventually a server called Sin City, and then we went and made Conflict RP. And yeah, I love it. I think through role-playing a police officer, I've actually gotten to meet, not IRL, but meet, you know, online and talk to actual law enforcement officers and learn a lot about the process. And not only has that, you know, helped build a massive amount of respect for the work that LEOs do, but it's also helped to build an understanding of how to create realistic police roleplay on any given server as well. You know, I know more about American law enforcement than I ever thought I would. So it's just the whole thing about it. I just love the storytelling. It has GTA roleplay in the last couple of months has gone, I think, down the toilet a little bit. I think quality wise, it's taken a really big dip because, to be totally honest, a lot of people just do it for views and not for roleplay. And I think roleplay is one of those things that you need to be doing it for the right reasons. Like, I think roleplay is one of those things that, like, if you're just doing it for views and you're just doing it for the memes and you're just doing it, like, you can have fun with it, but it's not roleplay. You know, at that point, it's a, like, there's some servers have recently been called out for being, like, content machines and stuff like that. And I think rightly so. And I personally don't think that's what roleplay is about. But you could argue the beauty of roleplay is that everyone sees it differently and everyone has their different opinion on it and all that. But I just, I have my opinion on what good roleplay is. Other people have their opinion on what good roleplay is. And if people have fun watching it or taking part, then, you know, honestly, who the hell am I to judge? Right? Like, realistically, what does it matter what I think of other people's roleplay? Just like, what does it matter what other people think of my roleplay? If I'm having fun and not harming them, doesn't matter. If they're having fun and not harming me, doesn't matter. My only complaint is that a lot of people get into roleplay thinking it's all about this silly, loud, memey stuff. And they join servers that are built for story and built for slower paced stuff and end up getting in trouble. But it's whatever. I don't know, man. I think it's fun. What can I say? And right now, there's not really any other game out there that, I mean, Red Dead RP is desperately trying to be a thing, but I mean, let me put it this way. Red Dead RP is not. It's still a little bit away. Volga gifting that sub to Colored Kings. Thank you very much. Red Dead RP is it's fun. Like I've done roleplay in Red Dead Online. Like that, you know, I will say that, chat. Like that's some of the most fun you can have if you don't have like a custom server. Honestly, just boot up like an online for Red Dead and just treat it like roleplay. Number one, it's a lot of fun. Number two, it's really good practice if you're wanting to get into like actual roleplay. What about City Skylines roleplay? I mean, you could, technically. But again, chat, the beauty of the beauty of the whole thing, like my opinion on roleplay, right, is that it doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, it doesn't matter what I think about someone else's roleplay. I actually kind of like this area. I like the train going through all the buildings. I'm not gonna lie. I like the bridges, the footbridges going over. It's kind of cool. If someone made a cross between City Skylines and Transport Fever, would I play it? Probably. You find Sims RP weird? Didn't really know it was a thing, to be honest. Check out Outbreak and Kickstarter. Oh. I feel like we could do an IT cluster down here. Although that might look really weird. Maybe we should do some smaller buildings down there. I do want to do more large buildings down this way, I think. Actually. Look like Canary Wharf. That's kind of my thinking. What's the difference? You guys being a subscriber or not? Well, you guys, if you're a sub, you get access to the emotes, and you can use them anywhere on Mixer. You also get access to a subscribers-only Discord channel that I plan on using a lot more in the near future. Subscribers have a higher chance of winning giveaways as well. And generally speaking, I mean, it goes to supporting the channel as well. Soap giveaways? Exactly. Not sure I like that building. That looks kind of cool. I'm recording for YouTube as well. No, but I'm probably going to do like a little cinematic thing to recap everything I'm doing. Insert parking lot mode? I could. I think that's kind of cool. It's a bit of a weird looking, building, but it doesn't stand out so much that it's like too weird for the area. A Canary Wharf type thing down here would have been really cool, though. It might be worth coming back to revisit that idea. I like this, dude. I'm really glad we went with the monorails on this. I don't think I've ever done a city, I don't think I've ever done a city that has, like, monorails as the main mode of transport. All right. Let's see. Let me give that a save again. Chat. I am gonna wrap things up super early today, and we'll run late tomorrow. I feel like death. Like I said, I woke up at 7 p.m. yesterday, so I've been awake. I've been awake 19 hours. So we'll run a good few hours overtime tomorrow to make up for it. Tomorrow we are finishing Halo Reach. We started that last week. But when we're done with Halo, I might do more City Skylines. So if you haven't followed, do consider hitting that follow button. Mixer is very good at letting you know when a stream goes live. If you're interested, do consider subscribing as well. It is $5. It gets you a bunch of emotes and directly supports the stream, and it is hugely appreciated. We are on, let's see here. We've been partnered for not even a week. Currently on 43 subscribers. 17 more, and we get more emote slots. We're getting very close to getting all of our emotes back, which would be lovely. But yeah, I appreciate y'all coming out. I appreciate y'all hanging out. It's been good. It's been fun. Hopefully, you've had a good one, because I certainly have. Let's see here. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we're good. Chat, it's been my absolute pleasure. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.